Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Tony and this is TC's Outdoors. We're going to do some splitting today. I'm going to have a little splitting session. Hopefully I'll get all that stuff behind me split up. So that's what I hope to be the end of my my heating season wood for 2023-2024, my boiler wood. So that's all cut 20 inches. I bucked that up a few videos ago. I can throw a link up there right here if you want to see that. So but if you are new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if you're enjoying this. I'd really appreciate it. The subs really help kind of push the channel out there. I'll get some more views and it kind of keeps me going forward. So I really appreciate everybody that's come along so far. I think this morning I was just about 300. I was 297 when I came out here this morning, so that's pretty awesome. I really thank everybody. Appreciate all the support. And so before we get going here, I talk a little bit about what's going to be coming forward here on the channel. So I'm going to be building a woodshed over by the boiler. I don't know if you guys seen any of the boiler videos, but I've got a concrete pad up there right now that I stacked my wood on. It's just about maybe 2/3 of what I need for the year that I can get stacked up there. So I'm going to expand the concrete a little bit, and then I'm going to just put a shed roof over the top of it, and then I'll do some like 5/4 boards around the outside just so that it can breathe, you know, but it'll still hold it in, keep it from falling over and everything like that. So that's coming up, and then I still got to get a yard in. So if you're new to the channel, my wife and I built this home. We're going on 2 years now, and I don't have a yard. There's lots of projects to be done outdoors still. So I'd like to get my garden boxes set. I haven't had a garden in 3 years now, which is gardening is something I really do enjoy. So on the channel you're going to see some of that here coming up eventually once I ever get that far. But I've got some raised beds that I kept from my last house, and I'll be getting those set and getting those filled. Let's see, what are some other projects? Well, I plan on clearing a pasture area behind me in this wooded area. So we've got 5 acres, and the goal, hopefully my long-term goal, is to be able to raise some livestock. Right now we've got chickens that we raise for eggs. I would like to raise some meat birds in the future. I'd probably kind of chicken tractor those around the yard and then process them down that way. That way I don't have to have a huge pasture for that. Keep them separate from my laying hens. Also, I'm going to clear this land behind me here. I'd like to raise a few pigs, just, you know, for my own consumption. I'm not going to get into big farming. No, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows where we'll go? But I don't plan on being a big farmer. I think if I could raise a few pigs for myself and maybe raise enough to sell a couple just to help cover the cost, but I wouldn't. It'd be kind of interesting, I think, to do. So there'll be some land clearing. I have a coyote tractor. I'll be clearing all the land with that. It's got a root grapple on the front, which I'm in pretty sandy soil, so I can get underneath everything and kind of rip the roots out of these rose bushes and everything else. It should clear pretty easy for me. So we'll have that coming, and of course there'll be more firewood. I sell firewood at the roadside stand, and I heat with firewood. So I don't know if I'll ever get into selling like cordwood. Maybe in the future if I had a huge inventory, but right now, for the value for me is at the roadside stand, I can make more money on a smaller quantity of wood, and I don't have to deliver it. People come and get it, and it just works out better for me. I suppose if I got overrun by inventory, I could sell some off like as cordwood, but maybe in the future, we'll see. So yeah, but I'll be cutting and splitting wood for the roadside stand. I've got to go out and get more logs out of the woods, and so there'll be some skidding and logging videos, or logging-ish, as logging as I can get. I've got some tree removal I got to do. So we left 3 trees along the driveway, and there's 2 maple trees that they look pretty dead. I'm not sure why we didn't cut those down when we were cutting down everything else. And then there's an ash tree that is absolutely dead. So I've got to get those 3 down, and then I've got 2 stumps back here that I've got to have ground down. They couldn't pull out. When they were pulling the rest of the stumps out of the property, they had to leave those because there's an underground phone line, and so that's another project. I'll have a good friend of mine's got a stump grinder on its own, you know, one of the big ones on its own little trailer, and he'll come out and grind these down for me, and we'll maybe get a video of that. So yeah, just some, you know, a little bit of what's coming up here on the channel. So let's get the splitter fired up, and here we go. Okay everybody, slight change in plans here. Mother Nature decided I was done splitting. I got 2 Ranger loads done, went in the house for lunch, and about 10 minutes after I went in the house, we had some severe thunderstorms roll through, and we got rain for a pretty good hour and a half or so. I don't know, you see that puddle there. I'm sure probably the camera doesn't do it justice, but that's just one of the many puddles that I've got to deal with right now. So I'm gonna call it a day as far as splitting goes. If you see the stack behind me there though, I think I don't know, we walk over there. So I think I'm right around maybe a face cord or so short, face cord and a half. Another couple of Ranger loads and I'll be done with my the Firewood for 2 years from now. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get after that tomorrow. I don't know. So but today I'm gonna end this video now. So I appreciate you guys taking the time hanging out with me today and watching the video. So if you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And until next time, get outdoors and do something you love.